Yo, what up, guys? It is Negan from Vikings Wharf Clans, bringing you an interesting stream today. So the time is currently 3:04, and as many of you see, the title of the stream, it says, "I am sorry, pure dread, not." So let's go back to a couple days, or I guess a couple weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, where it was Jotunheim, the last Jotunheim, where Jenny zeroed my scouts, and then I received a message from a guy called Arrow. I had no clue who it was. Let's go back to those messages. All right, we're getting close to it. Arrow. There you are. All right, so as many of you recall, this Arrow dude, I had no clue who he was. He just says, "I think you might be the guy who shielded while Pure Dread was scouting you." Then stayed open for Jenny, published a video about what a great scout she was. "I would not want to be you, next job, blah, blah, blah." Basically, he's just saying how Pure Dread was offended and how I should be scared, how he's going to destroy me, how he's going to get Project X to destroy me, and all this stuff, and I should be afraid and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we all know the story behind this, and I made a video about it. So this was 13/12, so the 13th of December, I believe. And then I get a message from Pure Dread himself a couple days later, I believe it was. Let's take a quick look at this. And there's a lot in here, guys. Like, he's I guess it was a big deal about me calling him out on this. There's a lot. Just bear with me. All right. Where is it? Okay, so that was also me joking with you. So this was the 15th. So it was about 2 days later after that message from him. "I lie of you finding this out. You may want to acknowledge that it was a friendly joke. You have left this issue hanging out there for a bit. Arrow is getting bizarre messages from some of your users who think he was serious. I left for a bit to build second stronghold, which we will use for double action, blah, blah, blah." Anyways, so Pure Dread tells me that it was a joke. He made a joke about it, and I told him, you know what, okay, if it was a joke, I'll clear it up, whatever. But I didn't. And the reason why is because it was the last thing in my mind. I just didn't really think it was a big deal, and I never got to it. And sometimes some people did ask me a couple times in my live streams if I ever got attacked by Project X and this and that. And I did say that, oh, well, the message that I received from Arrow, I guess, was a joke from Pure Dread. I don't think he was serious, but he may have been joking, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I never took down the video, and I didn't make a video specifically about the situation. So let's keep on going and see what escalates, how this goes about. So he says, "Listen, Bubba, I have to admit, a little disappointed. You forgot to tell everyone I was joking, playing around with you. Support your channel, offered to help." So I said, "Sorry, I forgot. I'll clear things up in my next stream." But I didn't, because, again, this was not in my mindset. I didn't think it was a big deal. But I guess it was. So this is him responding. He says, "Listen, normally not a big deal. However, a few of your loyal followers," yes, sir? No, you can say sorry to mommy tomorrow. Okay? In the morning. Why not? you just want to sleep with her. We're gonna sleep here, or we're gonna take the new hamster and he's gonna have to sleep upstairs by himself. Then go to sleep. As you can tell, it's 3:10 in the morning. And I'm dealing with this garbage from Pure Dread. Anyways, okay, so let's keep going. So he says, a few of your loyal followers whose identity I will for show keep hush hush left me some what the F type of messages. So the way it was left, it really got some people riled up. We can clear this up with a contest, open scout contest, same number of troops who can beat PD's scouts. You can make it open to anyone, including Alyssa, who you keep asking for achievement info. I'm guessing that is after school, but I don't know. And then Nasser, this person, or anyone, no one's gonna get in a single shot, kill more than me. Also, I have known Jenny for a long time. She's a really nice player. Anyways, to me, it sounds like Pure Dread is a little self-absorbed. I don't know if there's anyone that knows this guy or has played with him in the past or been in clans with him, but he just seems a little self-absorbed. Like he says, also, I know, no, he says, no one's gonna get in a single shot / kill more than me. So he's just talking about himself and how strong he is, and probably the strongest in scouts in the game. But I doubt that since after school has the new pioneer. Anyways, she doesn't play as much as she used to, but I have no problem losing to her, nor any woman. I am all 100% pro the ladies because I have 2 twin daughters. Good for you. And here's a guaranteed secret to get Alyssa to give you any repute info. I will owe her 1 kiss for each piece of information she gives you. Tell her Greg agrees to this deal, and I expect her to give you all the repute information you are asked. And obviously, you don't have to take any of my ideas. I am being silly, but I am serious. I will help you grow your fans by any way I can, within reason and normal time limitations. And then I just left it at that. I didn't respond, whatever. And then 4 days later, so that was the 1st of January. Then today, the 5th of January, 1 in the morning. Negan, you published a derogatory video about me and will not take it down or make a correction. Angry face. And then I said the Project X video is no longer available to view because I took it down for him. I was like, okay, whatever. And then I say the post at the time was made without the knowledge of it being a joke on your end. Can't just blame me for the backlash you're getting, though, as you didn't clarify it was you right away, and you blocked me on Arrow account, so it seemed pretty legit, especially since you didn't clarify it until a couple days afterwards when the backlash started on your end. I'm sorry that you are getting some negative feedback because of it, and like I said, I've removed the video, but it's just the consequences of bashing on a streamer who will stream about things like that, kind of like how I bashed Seven Rame or on Legends Reborn. And then he goes off like he is mad. He says, what the F, dude, it's been a long time. I clarified with you 2 days afterwards, and the first you said you would clarify what happened. Nothing, and then nothing happened. Now you are blaming me for everything. You left that video up for a while, long enough to make a show out of it several days after you knew it was a joke. I mean, yeah, I left it up because I didn't really care about it and I didn't think it was a big deal, and I never really went back to it. As soon as he told me it was a joke, it was like, that was it. I didn't even go to Jot looking for Project X to attack me. I didn't edge him on. I didn't poke him, nothing. Like, it was literally in my rear view mirror and I was moving forward. And I did clarify a couple times when people did ask, So yeah. Anyways, he says, in fact, people on your stream were asking about it a couple days ago and you still didn't clarify it. Yes, I did. Which goes to show all you wanted to do was make a video to promote yourself at my expense. No, I just didn't really care and I didn't think it was a big deal, and I did clarify it. All right. And then he says, and you didn't give a S. Oh no, you didn't give I don't know, S about the truth. I don't know what that blocking is trying to insinuate. But so after you left it up, knowing it was untrue for many days, you felt like you got your play out of it. Instead, simply saying the message was a joke, you just took it down. And now you left the opinion in everyone's mind. I could give F less that you're a streamer. One, the message was so obviously a joke, unbelievable. You didn't get it. And I said, so you want me to put the video back up? Like, you want me to put it back up? And then he says, two, you left it posted for several days to hopefully get play out of it for your group knowing it was not real. And then I said, kind of hard to take it as a joke when the arrow account blocks me when I try to respond. And I didn't just leave it because I personally didn't. And I did just leave it because I personally didn't think it was a big deal. And then he says, and instead of correct it, you just delete it and blame me. And I said, it was the last thing running in my head. And he says, I will give you one last chance to not be an A and correct that. What the F is wrong with you? And then he says, go ahead, post this if you want. Let your 40 followers know you are not entirely honest with them. And then I say, well, the way you're currently reacting doesn't make me want to do jack all. I don't have to correct anything if I don't want to. I could have just left it if I was D about it. And he says, be sure to show them you lied to me twice, stating that you would correct it. And then I said, and if you check out one of my latest streams, I do tell someone about it being a joke on your end. So it's down, isn't it? I can easily put it back up and make another video stating that you were joking. Any publications in the U.S. is required by law to correct anything they post as a fact and then find out it was incorrect. Obviously, you aren't required to do this. No, because I'm in Canada, but I'm pretty sure there's no issues with that. I don't think there's going to be any problems anyways. But to me, it just seems like you're trying to cover for your own for your screw up. But that's a good reason we have this law. It's so people can't lie. And he says, so take it how it is. I don't answer to you. He says, I didn't effing screw up, you A. It was a friendly joke, you dork. And I say, when someone sends messages and blocks you at the same time when I have no clue who it is, and then he says on the message, how could I be trying to cover up a screw up? It was a joke. And then, so when I have no clue who it is, not really a joke. And then to me, one end looks like someone cared way too much that I didn't shout you, and your main didn't respond for a couple days, so easily taken as serious. Then when you start getting hate mail, you message me and ask me to correct it. And then he says, when you get something wrong or post something that's incorrect because you didn't check your facts and your video is detrimental to someone else, you have an obligation to correct it. So easily could be seen as someone whose name is now in the gutter and can't fix it. So he says, you said, haha, no problem. I will mention something next video, which I didn't. I forgot. I literally forgot, and I thought it was not a big deal. It was the back thing, like the last thing in my head. Again, in the rear view mirror, it was not a big deal. But to him, I guess it was. So next video, people were talking about, so what happened with the guy who was really pissed off? You knew right there it was a joke. You didn't say anything. Instead, you just went along with your, at this point, dishonesty. Because I told you some of your followers believed it and were sending hate mail. But you didn't care about that. I honestly don't care about this a whole lot. Obviously you do. Like, this guy says, Pure Dread is saying that he does not care about this a whole lot, yet he is still messaging me currently about this whole situation. And I wonder if he's probably watching. All right, so let's keep going. I was totally nice to you, never did one darn thing to you. Instead of mention the message was a silly joke, it was more important to you to make a derogatory video. Never got around to it because it was a big deal. It wasn't a big deal to me. It was whatever, and I would have fixed it eventually. I would have made a video about it, and I did talk about it in streams. People did ask, and I did clarify it. But whatever. You believe what you want. And then I say, like I said, I didn't think it was a big deal. And I made that video on that specific day in the mindset of not knowing it was a joke. And then he says, okay, then I will make a video about you. That's derogatory. Okay, I don't care. And then he'll say, so at this point, I don't care. I got to it. I got to it when I got to it. And then he says, leave it up for a couple weeks. And I said, you're not my priority. Who cares? And then he says, and then when you complain or people start messaging you, I said, it's not a big deal. I'll take it down and say, sorry, no big deal, bro. Now I get what he meant by that. And I said, but to you, it's obvious. So to you, it is obviously. So now we're done and I'm moving on. Peace. So then I blocked him from here because I don't want anything to do with this guy. He is just a toxic mindset person. Like, just the way he talks. Like, he talks about himself like he's this god for spending lots of money in a game and being the strongest. And you know what? I've spent money in the game as well, but I'm not like, oh, look at me, I've spent this much money and I'm so, like, he doesn't say that, but in a way, because he's the strongest scout in the game, like, no one will beat his points. Like, that's pretty self-absorbed. Like, yeah, anyways, he makes this big deal about all this. So then I block him. Negan combo. I block him. And then he sends me this message from another account. And he says, you listen here, S-bag noob. I can speak you anytime I want. You owe me an apology and a video with an honest apology. You are a tard because you could have had a big ally in this game, and more important to you to lie. If you don't post the apology and clarify what happened, we can talk about what really happened at Code Red. Make an honest video about that. All kinds of fun things. I mean, I guess I could just make stuff up like you, but I wouldn't have to. And I don't do that. And I said, I'll be making a video, all right? And that's this video right here. So then I blocked this guy again. And then I sent a message to his chief. I said, you have one real deranged player in your clan, Pure Dread. Good luck with him. And then I get another message. Oh my goodness, look at this. Okay. He says, I will be making one too. and is going to truthfully document the joke, the friendly conversation. There was no friendly conversation in that. Like, you were full on bashing me on the Arrow account. And you know what? We're going to go back to it and we're going to see everything you said. And then he says, then you promoting the video, then you lying and saying you were going to publish the truth, which I was. But you know what? Like I said, it was in the back of my mind and I didn't really care about it and I didn't think it was a big deal. So then he says it will be entitled Lying Noob A-Bag. And it will be the real Code Red story as well. So all the stuff you plan on cutting out will be in mine. You better be careful also. You have already violated the user agreement. I'm assuming he's talking about the whole lying thing, but I didn't. Who is such a little coward? They block conversations like you, who is also a man. Go borrow one of your kids' diapers. Oh, man. And then I said, you blocked convos also in your joke messages, remember? And then he says, as a joke dip S. And then he says, you are serious. Do you see the difference? You have one final chance to snap the S out of it and correct your lies. If not, my video goes out minutes after yours showing the entire conversation. You must be dumber than your videos if you think you have the power to lie about people just because you control the video and are a YouTuber. You said it, oh, a video is coming out. I assure you, if you go that route, it's your choice, but mine will be a S-ton better than yours and a lot more interesting. Plus, mine will be truthful. You better think about apologizing too. Weak, pathetic, and shameful to attempt to profit from a lie about someone. People think you are nice, honest person from the videos. They don't realize you're selfish and dishonest at your core. Dread77 line. I have miles of truthful content. Everyone's gonna find real interesting. If you want to see the title of the video that goes out, if you release another A video, choke with lies. All right, here's the video. So let's see what your video contains, my friend, because it kind of shows how crazy you are. Anyways, let's go look at the Arrow account and let's see once again how it could be taken as a joke. After 2 days later, you send me a message saying it's a joke. Like, to me, it did not seem like a joke. It seemed like you were pretty serious. All right. Let's take a look again. I think you might be the guy who shielded while Pure Dread was scouting you, and then stayed open for Jenny, published a video about what a great scout she was. I would not want to be you or any of your clan members next Jotunheim. He is also our onslaught setter in Jotunheim. And I laugh, looking forward to it. I opened up again for him and I was waiting, but he didn't want to go for it, so someone else took the opportunity to do it. When we posted a screenshot of the video where you appear to be wetting diaper over scary scouts from Jenny to make fun of him, his only response was, I would not want to be Negan or any of his friends next Jotunheim. So if this is him or not, I don't know. He says it's him as a joke, but so far nothing seems friendly, nothing seems like a joke. He just seems pretty sad and upset that I didn't shout him out. So I laugh and I say, well, if he wants to take offense for me not really saying anything or even making fun of him, that's on him. And then he says, since Rocket Man is actually about 6 accounts in your clan and pretends to be different people, you really should have done more research other than CVC winning records and clan size. And I said, I never bashed the guy or made fun of them or insulted him, but hey, I love shards and I'm sure my scouts are willing to die for the good cause. And then he says he has Leech Clan in our kingdom where he and his friends steal our Fury awards while contributing nothing. He is a very adept at turning tail and running away from dread. Be afraid, boy, very afraid. So I could see that being a joke, but the beginning part just seems like he's insulted. So I said, well, you can tell Dread that I'll be waiting for him, and that I also never insulted him. I was actually trying to be friendly when he scouted me. So don't know where all this is coming from, especially since I have praised your clan as a whole for being a great clan. And it's talking about Project X. And he says, you're totally missing the point. You insulted him by shielding and then making a video about how frightened and terrified you were of Jenny. So this could be him joking, but you know what? I kind of think he was serious now. With all those messages that he's sending me and demanding that I apologize, I'm like almost 99% sure he was serious in this message. And then I said, he only scouted me a couple times. He had so many opportunities, especially since I am chilled at afterwards. Maybe this time I'll make a video about how slow he was. Now, he did send me a message in the other chat on his main account where he explained why he wasn't scouting me anymore, and he says it's because he was scouting other players that were in pop gear, which makes sense. You know, they're going to be weaker than someone that's not in pop gear, and he was scouting other big players and gaining shards and getting rewards and whatever. So that's why he didn't scout me, but whatever. And no mention of him. The point is now he is going to give you something to be afraid of. So, well, make sure to tell him to do it when I'm live streaming so we can see his scariness. And he only scouted me like 3 times, maybe 4. And I will not show him your responses. And for that, you will be lucky. The Russians always film him and his technique. Those go out to many in the game. So here's another like video about how he kind of is self-absorbed. Like, to me, he just seems very, very self-absorbed. Like, if this is himself talking about himself, the Russians film videos about him and his technique. Those go out to many in the game to showcase how good he is. Okay. I say thumbs up, peace. And then he says, so if you could imagine, here's Negan, the scout wimp, something to that effect, complete with many of Rocket Man's other accounts getting zeroed and or staying shielded, going out to many thousands of the best players in the game. Keep calling him slow. I laugh. This is going to be good content for me. Thanks for sharing. And then he says, running around with 800 million T4 scouts or T4 in general is nothing to be proud of or does not show any kind of bravery or strength. So stop acting like it does. If you wet your diaper when Jenny attacked, I recommend buying a case of diapers before next Yonheim. He who is petrified of Jenny 2012 or Jenny 212. Funny thing is, I actually bought diapers for my daughter, so I'm prepared. People don't give people attention, ma'am. This might be pure dread. I don't know. Anyways, you apparently don't know anything about kills and real kills versus self-sustained kills. The former prom player at B's clan are mostly fake. They train T1s, mostly macros. Dread has more real kills than anyone else. You are about to find out why. Alright, so like I said, this is a long video. Again, so from what it shows, Pure Dread was both Arrow and Pure Dread, and he, I guess, was joking in that one account. Nothing in there does it show that it was a joke. It seems pretty serious to me, and how he took offense, and how he was upset that I never shouted him, and how he is going to zero me, and how the clan was going to zero me. Yet he's no longer in Project X, and he's in a whole new clan. And then all those other messages that he sent me, like, no noobs for boss. He changed the name. It was Negan something. And then this guy, Future War. And then Pure Dread. Like, the messages that he sent, like, yeah, I don't know. This guy, so I was originally gonna make a video, like, full on just saying, hey guys, so I found out that Pure Dread was just joking, blah blah blah, but I never got around to it. I honestly didn't think it was a big deal, and it wasn't my number one priority. There were other things in my mind. I had to work a couple days. I was spending time with the family. Lots of different things that were my other priorities took over, essentially, or took place of what I was gonna do, which was, you know, just make a video about Dread and how it was a joke. But I never got around to it, and I never did. And to me, because he seems upset because I never made a video correcting it, and because I didn't correct it, he got some backlash from it. But you know what, that's kind of on him. Like I said, he made a joke, and it shows that he's kind of crazy, and so people were messaging him. And from what I've talked to people who have met Pure Dread, they kind of think the same thing. He's kind of crazy. Anyways, yeah, this character here, he yeah, he's a whole new kind of person that I've met. I've never met anyone in Vikings like this before, where he is demanding that I apologize. And if I don't, then he's going to come out with his own video that's going to be better, and how he's going to be showing the truthfulness behind everything. But whatever. I really don't care. But I just thought I would share this with you guys so that you all know that Pure Dread was actually just pretending to be Arrow, and pretending, jokingly making those jokes to me on that other account. So, you know what? This is the video about Pure Dread showcasing how he was pretending on another account to bash on me, and then say, oh, I was just joking. But I believe in reality he wasn't. So I don't know, up to you guys. It's up to you guys what you choose to think about Pure Dread and his Arrow account and all his other accounts. But yes, as far as my opinion goes, because I am entitled to my opinion, I think this guy is a little delusional. Yeah. This is going to be the end of it. I'm no longer going to be doing any type of videos or even caring about Pure Dread. Like, to me, he just seems kind of crazy, and he can message me as much as he wants. I guess his line ID is Dread77. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, you guys can go message him there if you want. But yeah, as far as I know, he's a little crazy in the head, and coco on the loco. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I would make this video and kind of just talk about what happened originally, which he says was all a joke, but I personally, honestly, from this moment on, think that he was pretty serious. Like, almost 95%, 99% sure that he was pretty serious. And then he just wanted to cover his own behind because he was getting all this hate mail from my video that I made, because he was hating on me, and then he wanted it fixed because he was getting all this negativity towards him. So anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe, or not, I don't know, but I'll see you guys on the flip side. Take care.